literally need you to shut your whore mouths when you're talking to me. Because we as a society are not having a big enough conversation about Jovan Adepo. Specifically, this man's filmography. Specifically, the way this man has secured himself inside of speculative and science fiction mythology. The Leftovers. That should be the beginning and end of the conversation right there. But hold on to your horses, bitches. The Stand remake, which was mid. It was very mid, but still. He had a very small part in Mother, which I've done with my bestie a full 2-hour video essay on my YT, okay? Still, he was in an Aronofsky film, right? He was also in When They See Us, which does not fall into the genre of which I'm speaking, but is nonetheless a very important dramatization of real life events. Watch When They See Us yesterday if you haven't. Daddy was in the Watchmen remake, the masterpiece, the impossible masterpiece that was the Damon Lindelof remake of The Watchmen. And his performance, I don't even, if you have not seen it, bitch, he was in the 3 Body Problem, which, listen, that was a miss, but still, he was in Fences. I think Fences really bolstered his career. Fantastic performance. He was in Babylon Berlin, which I'm ambivalent about. More specifically, Welcome to Derry is the best speculative fiction / sci-fi centered around Black experience since Lovecraft Country. It's extraordinary in every fucking way. I had no expectations for Welcome to Derry. And this show is better than both films. I would argue it's better than the fucking book. Welcome to Derry is operating on another level, whether it knows it or not. As a mythology major, I want to emphasize the ways in which Welcome to Derry is really exercising the transcendent function. The ways in which the showrunners, the screenwriters, the actors, whether consciously and or unconsciously, are working to bring forward into the consciousness the experience of Black and Indigenous people, and the way that it's able to articulate mythology on top of an already established mythology concretized by its originator, Stephen King. The way it's able to transcend and include an existing mythology is god tier. But going back to Jovan, one of my favorite shows of the last 20 years is Sorry for Your Loss, which was a show that aired on Facebook when Facebook was producing content in the mid 2010s. Elizabeth Olsen, if you haven't watched Sorry for Your Loss, it is to date the best articulation of what depression feels like to the individual experiencing it and how it affects those around them. Jovan Adepo, I don't know what else to say. Are not familiar with this man's body of work, now is the time. If you have not watched The Leftovers, now is the time to course correct. The Watchmen, give this man his Emmys yesterday.